Fall-tacular was something I didn't necessarily want to go to. It was kind of something I was dragged into by my small group. It was something I wanted to experience, but I was very nervous about the situation because I never really had a strong relationship with God because my family went through a lot of obstacles that made me question what Jesus was doing in our lives and made me lose faith in him a little bit. And so I showed up to Fall-tacular very nervous, but Saturday night I was there with my small group and I saw girls that were struggling through very hard obstacles and they were openly worshiping God and having a relationship with him, and it made me realize that I wanted that. I went up to talk to Josh about it and he made me realize that Jesus had been present throughout my life. Even through these terrible obstacles, Jesus has been there and he's making me a stronger person because of these obstacles he has placed in his life. And it made me accept Jesus into my life that night. Fall-tacular changed my life for the better, and it's something I definitely won't forget, and it's something I'm very thankful I went to.
So Fall-tacular for me, my whole small group was going, so that's all my friends, and I really wanted to go, and I thought it'd be a great time at the beach. And then they changed to the mountains, and I was like, okay, that's still gonna be cool. You know, we can have a good time at the mountains, and it was really fun. And then Saturday night came, which is the worship time, and I had listened to Rob talk about the real thing, like having a relationship with God, and I've heard so many people talk about that they have, and I realized I want that, so I prayed to God to help me experience that and help me to know him and know Jesus. And I feel like in that moment my prayer was answered immediately, and I have a feeling of happiness just like washed over me, and I felt so incredibly happy walking back to my bed, like our rooms, knowing that my life had been changed in that moment. And even now I don't fully understand it, and I fully understand like the relationship that I'm gonna have, but I know that after that weekend, like my life has been changed for the better, and I'm really grateful for it.
I knew going into Fall-tacular that none of my friends were going to be there, but I was okay with that because I was going to get to spend time with my small group leader. But she texted me the day of Fall-tacular and told me that she was really sick and she couldn't go. And when she told me that, I was like, I don't want to go either, because I wasn't going to have anybody there that I knew, that I was friends with, and I was going to feel so lonely. And when we got there, I really just didn't want to be there. I totally isolated myself from everyone. I was quiet. I was just miserable, and the whole theme of the weekend was real versus fake. And I realized that when I put myself in that box and I isolate myself from everyone else, and I'm just being quiet and I'm not talking to anybody, that's being fake. Like, that's not who I am. And I realized this weekend that I need to be me. I need to be the person that God created me to be, because I am the way I am for a reason. And I realized this weekend that I don't need other people to love me, and I don't need to love myself more. I just need to know that God loves me.